Good morning, children. Today we are on to the next video of alcohol phenol ether, class 12. And in today's video, we will be talking about reaction of ether with HI. Okay, normally if you see, ethers are very less reactive functional group. They're not that reactive. R, O, R. There is a lone pair over here. Okay, so these are very less reactive. So if they have to react, means this bond should break, means CO bond should break. So this CO bond will break only under drastic conditions. If it is to react with HI, it will not take place at normal conditions. It will occur only under drastic conditions, and that too with the excess of HI. And now when I am saying hydrogen halides, the order of reactivity will be HI is maximum, then it is HBr, and then HCl. That we know that this bond length, chlorine is smaller in size than iodine. So bond length will be less, it will be stronger bond, and HI will be a weaker bond. Now suppose I take here dialkyl ether. Dialkyl ether means, suppose I am taking here ROR. Both are alkyl groups, and if it is treated with some HX, of course order of reactivity will be this, but if I am writing just HX, so if I am just writing like this, it will be bond will break here, one H here, one X here. So what you are getting is ROH plus RX. Right? Now this ROH which is formed further can react with another HX. This can again react with HX. Okay. So this bond will break here. This bond will break here. Again you will get here X and you will get here H. That means you will get one more alkyl halide plus you are getting water. Means in a way you are getting two alkyl halide molecules. One alkyl halide and second alkyl halide. This is the case, children, we have taken when both are same. Both R's are same. Okay. If it is different, how to do, what mechanism does it follow, all that we have to discuss. Now suppose I take the example of alkyl aryl ether. This is aryl group. This is aryl group. And on this there is, say, alkyl group attached. When this is treated with HX, always you keep in mind that the aryl and oxygen bond is very strong. Why it is strong? You know, there are two lone pairs over here. This will undergo resonance and there will be a partial double bond character between carbon of the ring and oxygen. So this bond will not break. When this bond will not break means it will break like this. H will always come with the aryl group and X will come here to alkyl group. So in this case you will always get RX and phenol. If the ring is directly attached to oxygen, then that bond will never break. Okay. Now the problem arises only when we have to think of a mixed ether. That means ROR dash. If the two alkyl groups are different, then if it is treated with HX, should we write like this H and X, or we should break the bond here, write H and X here. So if I write the first way, I am getting here ROH plus I am getting R dash X. Then if I am writing the lower one, I will get RX and I am getting R dash OH. So in such cases we have to see. Okay, so wherever there is a doubt in organic chemistry, there is a rule. So we need to see what are the alkyl groups attached. We have to see the mechanism of the reaction. We will have to see the mechanism. Okay, now let's see if the two radicals are say different, then what is the problem. Let me take one particular example and explain it. Suppose I am writing here CH3O CH2 CH3. This is methoxyethane. One side I have one carbon atom, methyl group, another side I have ethyl group. There is, a lone pair present, two lone pairs of oxygen are present here. Now we should be knowing what is the mechanism involved in it. What is the mechanism, children, in this? The mechanism, what it follows is SN2 mechanism. It follows SN2. SN2 means one step mechanism. Now first what happens, this is, we are reacting with HI. Okay, first we are reacting this with HI. Now in this definitely there is H and I. So one of them will get attached first. There are two lone pairs. So one of the lone pair takes this H from here. This lone pair is given to H and H leaves this place and gets attached there. So what do you get is CH3O, only one lone pair left. One H gets attached here. CH2, CH3 plus you get the nucleophile formed. Now this O is having 3 bonds. O gets a positive charge. So this is the first step. Iodide I minus, it is a good nucleophile. Okay, it's a good nucleophile. Now this species which is formed, okay, this is the oxonium ion which is formed, the ether which is now protonated. So what will happen to this? Now we will write here CH3 O CH2 CH3. One lone pair is left, children. One H plus is there over here. One positive charge is there. This will be now attacked by I minus. Why I wrote I minus on the other side? Because now this is one step reaction. This is SN2 mechanism. This will be leaving and this will be leaving and I minus will be attacking from here. So what exactly happens is this O is having a positive charge which will not be happy with the positive. This will try to take the bond from here and I minus is attacking. Actually when I minus attacks this carbon atom will become unstable because already 4 bonds are there with this and I minus is trying to form a bond with it. When this is trying to form a bond, this becomes little unstable and tries to give the electron and O as such needs. Okay, so what happens is, I'll just write the intermediate, this bond will be about to be formed. This bond will be breaking now. Okay, now 2 lone pairs are there here. This has gone here. So this lone pair will try to be now on this O. Okay, so now it is actually first having this H plus. So this bond is about to break. Now started to move this side. Okay, so now you are having this as Now what will happen is this bond will break from here. You will get alcohol and this side you will have 1 carbon ka iodide. That means you will have this plus you will have 2 carbon alcohol. Got it? Wherever there are less number of carbon atoms, from that side this I minus will attack. Because if it is coming from this side, there is hindrance. There are 2 carbon atoms which will cause hindrance to this I to attack. So this nucleophile, this one nucleophile is going from this side, another nucleophile is coming. Both these are deciding the rate of the reaction. That is why this is SN2 mechanism. Clear? Now, suppose you take excess of HI. Suppose they are writing excess of HI is used, then what will happen? The product which was formed, that is this ethyl alcohol, CH3, CH2OH. Now again excess of HI means one more HI molecule. One more HI will come. One more HI means this will come and get attached here. Okay, this H will be picked up by this pair of electron. And so you will have CH3, CH2, O, H is already there, one H comes here and only one lone pair left. It will get a positive charge plus you will have this I minus. Okay, now this will be getting positive charge. So in the next step this will try to pull. So what will happen? CH2, this is OH2 actually speaking, because this is OH2, this is plus. You have here this, I am writing it like this so that I can show you I getting attached over here. This is the species, I have written it just differently, and I minus will attack. I minus will attack this carbon atom. Will attack this carbon atom from here. At the same time this will come out as water. When it comes out as water means you are getting ethyl iodide plus you will get water. Did you follow this mechanism? Okay. तो first step में you got these are the products. Okay, so first what was happening? H attached, you got this protonated, I attacked from the back side where less number of carbon atoms, you got this. If excess of HI is there, even this will be replaced by, this alcohol also will get converted to alkyl iodide. Fine. Suppose you have this type of ether where one of the side you have tertiary alkyl radical. Tertiary alkyl group is attached to one of the side in ether. Then it does not follow SN2 mechanism. This follows SN1 mechanism. Why does it follow SN1? We will see. First step is same. This lone pair will go. This will go here. Right? So what will happen? CH3, C, CH3, CH3, O. Only one lone pair will be left over now. That H has gone here. O becomes positive. Now you look at this species which is formed. Is there a possibility that this side or this side, if the bond breaks and it forms a carbocation which is very stable? Not primary carbocation. Tertiary carbocation is more stable. Okay, so when that is there, what will happen? This will prefer undergoing SN1 mechanism. SN1 means it will follow two-step mechanism. Means whatever species is formed here, this species now will try breaking. How it will try breaking? This is positive. It will try to pull this electron pair back. So this will get now the lone pair back and this will form a carbocation. So what are you getting now? CH3, C, CH3, CH3 with a positive charge over it. This goes means you are getting here methanol. Right? You are getting a tertiary carbocation. This is a slow step. This is a slow step. That means it's a rate determining step. Right? So this is the tertiary carbocation form. This tertiary carbocation will now be attacked by I minus. H from here has already participated. Now I minus is left. I minus will attack the species and what you will get is CH3, C, CH3, CH3 and I you will get. And already that means in this case the bond will break like this. If you are writing in this, the bond will break like this. That means bulkier side you are getting I and this side you are getting H. If it is both sides primary, less carbon side you are getting I and the more carbon side you are getting H. If one side it is bulky, then the bulkier side it is getting I. Because it does not follow SN2 mechanism, in this case it follows SN1 mechanism. Now suppose you have this ether which is treated by HI, that means it is anisole. Anisole, or also we call it as methoxybenzene. Already we have discussed, whenever the ring is attached to O, this bond will never break. Always the bond will break from here, means you will get I here and H here. Why? Otherwise also you can see there is a lone pair. Lone pair will attack this. It will form a ring here. Right? So you will get here, O. It will have only one lone pair left now. On this H has attacked and one methyl group is already there over it. Now on this species, O will get a positive charge. I has to attack on this now. Okay, so I minus has to attack. Obviously, I cannot attack from this side. I has to attack from this side only. When it is attacking from this side, the bond is going to break from here. And what you will be getting is less carbon wala iodide, and you will get this as phenol. Okay, this is the product. Right? Now let us take some more examples for practice. Now let's take these examples. These are certain ethers, and if these are treated with HI, the first one is simple. Now every time when you are writing the products, children, you will not be writing the mechanism. Now when you have learnt a mechanism, that is there in your mind. Okay, because in the exam you will be asked write on the products for this. So now you will understand what exactly is happening. In your mind it is very clear now. This H, we know H has to attack. Okay, then you will get that positive charge on O. And then you see one side, if there is a possibility of the stable carbocation, then SN1, otherwise SN2. You have ring both the sides. But now the problem is this side you have carbon oxygen bond. Carbon oxygen is there in the ring. Ring is attached to the oxygen. Then I told you already that this bond will never break. So the other side bond will break. How the other side bond will break means it will break like this. You will have I here and you will have H this side. Did you follow this? Otherwise also, you know, when this is getting protonated, one side it is forming a benzyl carbocation which is more stable. So it will definitely follow SN1 mechanism. That is benzyl carbocation will be formed and then that cation will be attacked by I minus. Okay. Ring attached to O, this bond will never break. So break the other side. What about this? You have this side benzyl, this side ethyl. Now how to see? Then how to see what will happen? Normally we say ring is not attached means which side we have to see. You keep in mind there are two lone pairs over here. Means first step H will get attached. Means H will get attached. It will get a positive charge. See, there is a possibility of carbocation form. Carbocation which is very stable by resonance. This side is ethyl. Okay, this side there is a possibility of benzyl carbocation which is stabilized. So this one will follow SN1 mechanism. So the bond is going to break like this. This will get I and this side will get. Normally we say less carbon side should be I. But here it is not, because you are having a possibility of benzyl carbocation being formed. So children, what product you are getting here is this iodide and you are getting CH3, CH2I, CH2I. Had it been this side also primary, 1 carbon atom or 3 carbon atom, whatever, then we will see less carbon atom side will be I. Say this one. Now this side you have primary radical attached. Of course there is a branch here, no problem. This side also you have. Now here you have to see both sides you are having primary attached to this. Then it will be less carbon side iodide. Means the bond will break like this. You will have I here and H here. So the product will be this side you will get alcohol and this side you will have I. Followed. In case it was, you know, somewhere one of the side tertiary, that we have already discussed actually. Suppose you have like this. Okay. If you have like this is treated with HI. In this case you have to see this side is tertiary. Tertiary means it will prefer this side getting I. That then also we have discussed. Again it is forming a stable carbocation. Right? So please watch from the beginning. Repeat it. Write on your own. See whether you have followed or not. Practice it well. Organic, children, I am telling you again and again, to gain more confidence in organic, every time you just have a look from the beginning, you know, just see the mechanism from what we did from the first chapter, haloalkane, haloarine, then alcohol, phenol, ether. Likewise, so when you revise it, the first pages are revised so many times, then you will gain confidence. Okay, I hope you have followed everything well. Thanks for watching.